Whew. Well, hello, boat dragons. Glad to see you here. Nobody's here yet, which is fine. This is a very last minute impromptu reading sprints. I know, I totally understand. If you can't be here, it's all good. But I'm here. So if you want to read with Chaz, you can read with me starting now. Or if you pop in and you want to chat for a few minutes, that's great too. But if not, I will just be sitting here reading, and you get to watch my ugly mug as I read and do the reading thing. So I will be reading, and this is weird. This was kind of a last minute decision. So here we go. Let's read. Hey, how's it going, Britton? Glad you joined us. Just I had plans and they kind of fell through, so I'm like, oh, I'll do some reading sprints. I haven't done that in a while. Glad you're here. Yeah. That was unfortunate, but hey, technical difficulties, right? Sometimes you can't get around computer problems. So I'm excited to be on whenever she can make it happen again. I hope she gets her computer stuff figured out. Yeah. Yeah, that was going to be fun, and it will be fun next time. Yeah, feel free to jump in if you brought something to read. What are you reading, Britton? Oh, nice. I love Guards. Guards. Yeah, that's a really good one. I haven't read the Underground Railroad. I can talk really. Underground Railroad. There we go. It's been a day. Yeah, yeah. Terry Pratchett is he's definitely a good writer for sure. Discworld has been really hit or miss for me, but yeah, when it's good, it's really good, and when it's not horrible. It's just not great. So um, yeah, yeah, he's definitely a great writer. All right. Well, if you guys want to chat, feel free. Otherwise, uh, I'm gonna keep the sprint going. If you've got something you want to read, go for it. And we'll plan to stop or at around yeah, we'll stop at 8:30 Eastern time, kind of like I've got on here. So oh, okay. I caught you at bedtime, John. Okay. Read that's on my bucket list of Stephen King books to read. So hopefully you're enjoying it. Oh yeah, that seems like a good way to do a Stephen King read. Kind of narrow it down to one particular pocket. Yeah, that's good. Oh, is it frozen up? Huh. I may just be really still. But yeah, no, I'm here. But if it froze up, that's not good either. Hey, Benton, good to see you.
I just wanted to pop in real quick, you know.
Cool. I'm
Say
glad you
hello.
did.
I don't know if I'll do much reading because I'm doing some other things, but I know what it's like to be streaming and like barely anyone showing up. So I know the feeling. I know.
Oh
Have
yeah,
some
yeah.
solidarity.
It was so last minute that uh, I didn't I didn't really have time to get all the feelers out there to see if somebody wanted to join me. But yeah, I'm glad you popped on. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I don't pay for StreamYard, so I can't get the little ticker across the bottom. You know that you can set a timer and stuff like that. But
I don't do a lot of sprints, so yeah, I don't really I don't
yeah,
really I
I
don't do
haven't done sprints in a long time, so
I don't know,
yeah,
I get self-conscious, you know, when people look at me reading. I don't
I
know.
get that.
That's why I probably don't have my camera on when I get involved in sprints. But like when I stream, I like to like hang out and have a good time. I mean, nothing
Yeah,
against sprinting, but whatever, you know. It's
right. Yeah, yeah, I hear
yeah.
that.
No, I'm reading Guards. So here's my copy. It's a very nice copy, actually.
That is a nice copy. Yeah, that's one of the newer covers. I like those covers.
Yeah, it was one of those kind of, you know, there was this chat that Neil Gaiman had with Michael Chabon some
Hmm.
years back about Terry Pratchett, and Pratchett was kind of, and Gaiman shared this story about Terry, you know, thinking about, you know, this Discworld thing not really working out. Here's this sci-fi
Right.
thing I'm gonna do, right? And
Yeah.
then and Gaiman's like, oh, that's great, but man, I really would love to see you write some more about death. He's like,
Hmm.
no, I'm not. And he puts like, and then like a week later or so, you know, Neil's just hanging out in his house, and then he gets a call, and a voice comes in. He's like, "You bastard! It's called Mort." And then he puts the phone down.
Right.
And I'm just like, yeah, that's fair. That's I guess that's kind of where I've been at, because I was for a long time. I was like, I don't want to read. I don't want to read Discworld. And then finally I got it, and now I'm giving people phone calls in the middle of the night, going, "Damn it, it's really good." And then I hang it up. Not
Right.
literally, but
Yeah.
you know, I just call them. I go like, "Damn it, it's really good," and I put it down.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, he does a good job. I've liked some of the stuff that I've read from Pratchett, and of course I'm a huge fan of Good Omens. So um
Yeah, I haven't read Good Omens because I always, again, I'm so neurotic with these things. But like
mhm.
when you write, like when like two people are writing, I always get like freaked out. Like the voices, like if you're gonna do like a collaboration writing, you know, there's always
Right.
like you have to really be in sync on where the story's gonna go, and like the tone and all that.
Yeah,
So
you
I don't
really
know.
do. That's true.
So I've always
Yeah.
been kind of like hesitant to try it out. So maybe someday, but you know, I like Gaiman. You know, I have some of his books over there. I mean, unfortunately, American Gods is my favorite fantasy novel of all time. So
Oh
there you go.
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
one
was,
everyone always kind of either they're like, that's totally right, or I DNF'd it 50 pages in, you know?
yeah. I read it. I finished it, but it was my least favorite of his books.
American Gods?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, wait, what's your favorite game in then?
Ocean at the End of the Lane.
Oh, yes, that's a good one. I like the first part of that I think actually has some of his best like actual writing, you know?
Yeah.
Like when he talks about the cat, I think it's really well done, really great stuff.
Yeah, it
And then
really is.
but it does kind of, I feel it kind of fizzles out at the end. But then again, it's been some years since I read it, so I mean, take that
Yeah.
with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Yes, there's some people that just don't like it at all, and it's mixed. So I love it though.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, my picks are American Gods and The Sandman. So I mean,
Oh, I love Sandman. Yeah.
it's probably like the normie picks. I'm sure there's gonna be like the hipster gaming fan who comes in and is like, well, I like this short story, trigger warnings or something like that. I'm like, that's beautiful, but
I
you
do
can't
like
beat The
trigger warning.
Sandman. Sorry, like you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what really catapulted him to fame. Yeah.
Or someone who comes like, oh, I read his Black Orchard miniseries he did in like the 80s before he did Sandman, with Dave McKean. That's his
Yeah.
best work, you normie. And I'll be like, that's great. Sandman's still better though, so suck it. I don't know. You can like whatever you want, but it's
Right. Yeah.
no, it's
Yeah.
just like it's like, man.
Yeah. I'm reading book 6 of The Expanse right now. Babylon's
Mm,
Ashes.
I've
Yeah.
heard very much about this Expanse series.
Yeah, it's a fantastic series. I really love it.
Excuse me.
Bless
Jeez.
you. Yeah, it's great. And um my surprise was that the show is actually quite faithful to the books. So each season of the show is based on one book of the series, and it's really done well.
Which
Yeah.
one? The Expanse?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I was really sad the other day when I heard they were canceling the Sandman. I mean, I'm not shocked, but
Yeah.
damn, sucks because that was a
Yeah.
really good adaptation. And I'm
It
like,
was a good adaptation. Yeah.
my hope is that they somehow pull off the Shakespeare stuff before they wrap it up. And
I
from what
agree.
it looks like, they might be doing it, but I don't know. I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah, it does look that way. Yeah. Yeah.
But because I love those issues a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Yeah, I was bummed when it got canceled too. And uh the Dead Boy Detectives too. I really liked that one as well.
Oh, I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, that's a good
It's
one.
good though.
Yeah, it is. It's part of the Sandman universe.
Yeah, I mean, I know what they are. I've heard of them,
Yeah.
but not like I haven't read any of the comics or watched anything regarding Dead Boy Detectives. It's kind of like with
Yeah.
Lucifer, I haven't watched
Yeah.
or read it.
Okay, yeah, I haven't watched or read Lucifer either, other than seeing Lucifer and Sandman. I haven't. Yeah.
Though I have some friends who are like, Britton, you should read Lucifer, and I'm like, I don't know. It seems kind of like a spin-off of Sandman, and I don't know. I'm always wary of spin-offs because you never know who's gonna write them or not. And
Yeah.
but I have friends, they're persistent. They're like, you bastard, you better read Lucifer. I'm like, okay, maybe
Right.
someday. I have so many years, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, you got plenty of time to do it. I don't think it's going anywhere. Not that I know of anyway. But
Well, unless they put it out of print or something crazy like that. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
yeah, it probably will be. Yeah.
I don't even own the Sandman. That's the sad part. Boy.
Oh wow, really? Yeah. I own digital copies and the physical copies. Yeah, it's really great. I don't own any of the expanded Sandman universe, but the core Sandman series, I have all of that.
Yeah, I picked them up from like libraries and stuff because
Mhm.
libraries I've been to are actually pretty stocked in comics. So
Yeah, they
I've been
are.
very fortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Well, if you want, we can start up some sprints. I mean, you do whatever you have to do. It can be productivity sprints too, if you've got stuff
Oh,
going
okay.
on. But yeah, if you want to sprint for a few minutes until like, I don't know, it's almost 8:30 Eastern right now. We could sprint till 9 and then see where things are at.
I might hop off, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure
that's
yet.
fine.
So,
Yeah, no
but I
worries.
did wanna pop in and say hello and
Yeah, I'm
show
glad
some
you did.
solidarity. We
Yeah,
booktubers got to look after each other.
indeed. I agree. Yeah, I'm glad you did. Yeah, glad you
All
could
right.
hop on.
Well, if you're gonna sprint, I'll just hop off for now. But good seeing you,
Okay, sure.
Chaz.
All right. Yeah, good talking with you. Thanks,
You take
Brittany.
care, man.
All right, you too.
All right, bye bye now.
Bye. All right, guys, we are sprinting until 9 p.m. Eastern. And here we go. Okay. The chat is open. That's round one of reading sprints completed, but we're gonna continue on here. But I've been joined by my wonderful friend Danielle here from Bookara,
Hello.
and
What what did I miss?
and her furry friend Fitz.
Mm-hmm. He's such a ham.
Yeah, right. Ari's tail made an appearance.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. So yeah, we not much. Britton popped in for a little bit, and then he had to go and do some stuff. So he might be back, but
Okay.
we'll see. Alyssa might be joining us.
Very
So
good.
right. Yeah, lots of kitties in this stream.
This kitty.
Ooh, I've heard of Ta-Nehisi Coates. I haven't. I've never read anything by them, but that's cool. Yeah. So I sounds like you're enjoying it. Is that right, Kelly?
What are you reading tonight?
I am trying desperately to finish The Expanse.
Oh, okay.
I didn't quite finish it yesterday, and I'm like, oh, I've got carryover, which is weird because when I filmed my monthly update,
Mm-hmm.
I talked like I had finished the book, which I mean I had for the most part. So, but yeah, I ended up having a carryover. So
It's okay.
yeah, how about you?
So, so I'm still working on Uprooted.
Yeah,
I made it to, I'm past the halfway point now, and it's really wild because now I feel interested. But it took like 200 pages.
yeah,
And yeah, I still can't say that I'm used to the writing. I don't know if I'll ever get used to the writing, but at least I don't know.
yeah.
It's kind of I'm learning how to read it. It's weird. It's really weird.
Oh, I hear that. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. I'm sorry it's been such a struggle. I'm glad you're at least interested now. So that's a good
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched some sprints this morning and probably read like another 50 pages. And yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a challenge,
Yeah.
as you know.
Yes, I do. Yeah. And you're not alone, as we both know.
As we both know.
Yeah.
Mona Lisa is also currently struggling with this book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of people say that it was a struggle for them. I've heard that Spinning Silver is a much better book. Oh, hi, are you going to come up? So yeah, Kelly's enjoying Water Dancers, so that's cool. Yeah, I have not heard of that book. I'll have to look into it. Little over halfway done with Dragon of Black Glass. Time to feed the pups before Franny gets demanding about it. Yeah. Yeah, this is technically around the time that I would feed the cats their wet food for the night, but it's probably going to be another hour before I do that. They'll survive. They have dry food. So
That's right.
but yes,
You heard that? You would survive with only dry food.
yeah, the pets can be demanding.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, they can be demanding. Yeah, I'm at 85%, so I can finish this tonight.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
even if it's after the stream, I'll probably continue. Either I'll just keep the stream going, or once the stream ends, I'll probably still be reading because I'll have to eat dinner at some point, But I figured, well, I was supposed to have a live stream today, and then that got on somebody else's channel, and they had computer problems, so that got canceled. So I'm like, well, I already planned on slotting something into
You
the time,
allotted the
I
time,
decided to
yeah.
do the sprints. So yeah,
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm like,
yeah,
"Yes, let's do it."
yeah. Finally, some sprints with Chaz, right?
That's right.
Well, if anybody's got any questions or comments or just burning exclamations that they want to fire off in the chat or anything, we can take those, or we can just do some more reading sprints. So
Are you having a beverage tonight?
I'm sticking with water. Yeah,
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's fair.
I could have a beverage, but I think it's a little bit too late in the day, which sounds weird, but it's a little bit too late in the day to have whiskey, and that's
Oh.
all I've got right now. So I'm like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I think I'll go with
Water it is.
water. It is, yes. Never hurts to have more water.
Kelly votes for a sprint.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, Kelly. We aim to please here. Body doubling works so well for me. Oh, nice. I get so much done this way. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Well, welcome to the welcome to the reading sprints with us, Kelly, and everybody else as well. We'll go ahead and I don't know, what do you think? 9:30 Eastern. We'll do another half hour. See where we land.
It sounds good.
All right. I've been using my nameplate for the sprinting time
Oh,
because
instead of the
the
banner.
yeah, the free version of StreamYard doesn't have a banner for that. So
What? It used to.
oh yeah, well it no longer does apparently. I checked.
What?
I know.
Oh my gosh, I did not know that.
Or if there's something I'm doing wrong, somebody can let me know. So oh,
Uh,
I
I
better
don't know because the host one, looks different than just like the participant one. I feel
oh
like
yeah,
different controls.
yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Set up iPads in the background with a timer. That's
Oh yeah, and when I do my sprints, I do like the screen sharing thing and I just
uh-huh.
open up whatever, like the themed timer on the internet and do it that
Oh
way.
yeah.
Mhm. That's another way too.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually.
But the way you're doing it is working as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, it works for sure. So yeah, yeah. So I think I'll just keep going with that for now. It's easy
Yeah.
and
No need
we'll
to overcomplicate.
right. Um, oh, ooh, look what I found. Okay, well, maybe we'll try this. There we go.
Sweet.
It's something.
It's something.
All righty. Now here we go, guys. Have fun reading, and we'll check back in soon. Okay. Well, that's 30 minutes down. Hi, Alyssa.
Hi.
Glad you could join us. What you reading tonight?
I'm actually not reading right now. I'm actually working on my book catalog and getting it updated.
Cool. Yeah, hey, productivity is allowed on the sprint as well. It's all good.
Yeah.
So good. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. I did read and finish a book yesterday though. It was an arc for a book called Murder Ballads, the lore and history of like I think it was like 12 murder ballads, which was pretty interesting. And it had like illustrations and everything through it.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty interesting. Lot of racism in them though.
Oh, my.
I was like, whoo, like learning what's interesting is a lot of the murder ballads that are in the book that like she used as an example.
Yeah.
You can actually find them on Spotify.
Really?
Yeah, because a lot of them came from like Britain and Scotland and stuff like that, and they made it to the Americas, and then like people like Johnny Cash made a song for it.
Wow.
So it was pretty interesting, especially since like she gave you the lore, the history and stuff behind it, and what like information they could find on its source, and then she gave you like one of the ballads out of the many that exist. Okay. And so that's how I was able to find them on Spotify, because at the end of the book, she has like the index of all of them. And so I was like, I wonder if any of these can actually be found still. And they could. And I was like, that's actually pretty cool that you could still find these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
what makes something a murder ballad? What is that?
So it's a ballad song that mostly involves a woman dying. And it's like a lot of them dealt with she was dying because like she got pregnant out of wedlock, and so like the man killed her, or she ran away from abuse or something. So it's all about something horrible and tragic happening to a woman that was then turned into a song.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And some of them, like there's one where it talks about a Black woman through the history of the song being redone. Her race, like her ethnicity, was erased from the song. Wow. And yeah, exactly. And so like it was so it makes you like not realize how worse it is. And then on top of that, the actual story of what happened with the woman was her husband beat her and she killed him in self-defense. It went to court. She was she was found not guilty and was allowed to set free and everything. But the murder ballad changed it to where she killed him because he was cheating on her to make her seem more villainous.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like pretty much all of the ballads that were done except for like one or two actually tell the story correctly.
That is wild.
Yeah.
That is. Wow.
Yeah, it's I think the book comes out in March. It's like 144 pages. It was just pretty interesting. I saw it on NetGalley and I was like, let's see what this is about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Wow. Well, looks like Kelly made it to page 87. Nice to meet you, Kelly. Glad you joined us.
Good night.
And Kat got about 10 pages read. Human dinner time now. Okay. Have a great night. Glad you joined us, Kat. Oh.
I read like 13 pages.
Oh, you got 13 pages. Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
You're reading Uprooted right now, right?
Yeah.
I read that one about 4 years ago. I struggled so much with it. And then by the time I was done, I was like, I do not like this book.
I just almost want to tell people, like, read this book if you like to torture yourself,
Right? Yeah. And then I tried Spinning Silver because everyone was like, oh, if you don't like that one, you like Spinning Silver. I DNF Spinning Silver.
Did you really?
Yeah.
So it's just her writing.
Yeah. For me, it's the writing style, but then Spinning Silver also heavily focuses on money. Oh. And I just don't like a book that just focuses on money and currency and stuff, but mostly it was her writing. Me and her writing did not get along.
Man.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because Spinning Silver is the one I've heard is much better than Uprooted was, but yeah, apparently not in every case.
Yeah. Yeah, not in every case.
I feel like I'm far enough now that I'm kind of like committed, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know that I have any desire to like try her again in future, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was how I felt after because I did Uprooted first, and then a couple months later I tried Spinning Silver, and when I DNF'd it, I was like, I don't know if I ever want to touch this author again, and I haven't since. So I don't know if I ever actually will.
Yeah. The only book I tried of hers so far was His Majesty's Dragon.
Mm.
And the writing didn't click with me, but also I'm not really into the idea of a reimagining of the Napoleonic Wars with dragons. It's
Oh.
just
Is that part of the series or?
it's the Temeraire series.
Okay.
Yeah, Temeraire
Okay.
is the name of the dragon.
I didn't
And,
know that was the setting.
Yeah, so basically it's the Napoleonic Wars, and I don't remember if both sides have dragons, have a fleet of dragons, or if it's just the opposition, or the opposition against Napoleon that has dragons. I have no idea, but I didn't get far enough. I got about, I think I made it 25% in that book, and I'm just like, I can't
Wow.
do this. It's not for me.
I feel like that's an early DNF point for you.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Usually I try to give it 50% at least,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. So, and then there's books I wish I DNF'd, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be better about that so that I don't torture myself again.
I find that I do best with like DNFing if I catch it just like super early, you know,
Yeah.
if I'm
Yeah.
just like, nope, you know. But once I've spent some time with it, I'm like, "Oh, I've already got time invested, you know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
usually
hard.
give it about 20%, which is usually like
Mhm.
100 pages.
Yeah.
That's like because I'm like, because like I've seen like I've dropped a book at like 2 pages. I'm not even gonna lie.
Mhm, mhm.
You know, but like for the most part, I feel like anything less than that, I feel like you haven't really given a chance for like the setup to like really like flesh out. I feel like 100 pages is like a good amount, especially if you've got like a 300-page book or a 400-page book, you know.
Mhm.
But I've definitely had plenty too where I've been like, I should have DNF'd this long time
Yeah.
ago.
That's me. Yeah.
But then you
Mhm.
get that commitment feeling and you're like, oh, I've already made it this far.
Yeah. I get that whole like completionist thing going on.
I
It's
used to be
terrible.
like that. I'm glad that I can DNF better because I used to never DNF. And then I actually started DNFing and I was like, this is so freeing.
Yeah.
It
Oh
really
gosh.
is. The starkest one for me that I wish I had DNF'd was American Psycho. And I knew
Oh
early
yeah.
on,
Ooh.
that I was like, oh, this probably isn't going to be for me. But, it was a gift from my son. So I wanted to at
Mhm.
least give it.
That's
you
the other
know.
thing. This is a gift as well,
Oh,
this
yeah.
book. That's
Yeah.
the other thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, for me, mine was Dune. My mother gave me Dune for Christmas because
Mhm.
it's her favorite sci-fi.
Mhm.
And she was so excited to give it to me. And I was like, and I hated it the whole way through.
Oh,
I mean, granted, I did like ask for it for Christmas, you know,
yeah.
and she got so excited. And so she got it she got me like a special edition version too. And then I
Oh,
didn't like it. And I had like, man, I want to DNF this, but this is a gift.
Oh
right.
man.
It is. It's always bad when it's a gift because then you're like, I have to finish it now.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It gets you in the feels when somebody gives you a gift and then you don't like the book. And yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know eventually they're gonna ask. Because
Right.
like my
Oh,
mom did.
totally. Yeah, they're gonna ask.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
eventually,
How'd you like that book I got you?
exactly. And I'm like, well, you see, what happened was.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, my son did ask me, and I'm like, yeah, I did not like it. Sorry.
Did
And
he read the book?
he never read the book. He'd only
Mm.
seen the movie,
Oh, okay.
which I'm never. Well, I've seen parts of the movie, and the movie was not for me. But it would the one place I worked had it on in the break room, and so I was watching it. And I'm like, I'm just gonna tune this out. This was not for me. But he wanted me to read the book. I'm like, okay. He gave me a gift. Yeah,
Man.
yeah. Hours of my life I will never get back.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, it gives a whole new meaning to psychological horror and body horror at that.
Oh,
Psychological body horror. Yeah,
wow.
not my thing. Not my thing.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Well, I've got some extra sprinting in me if you ladies do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go for another 30 minutes, and then I'll probably call it good after that, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So
Sounds
uh,
good.
we'll see if I'm getting hungry for dinner yet or not. Um, so let's see. We'll do share. And okay, we'll catch you back in 30 minutes. Hey,
Hello.
Hey.
how'd we do?
I read 12 pages, okay? And I'm like oddly upset that it's getting good. Like it's actually really getting good. And I don't know. Oh, I have so many feelings.
You're like, oh, I'm loving this book so much, I hate it.
Yes. That's exactly how I feel.
Oh no, that's not good.
Did you make some good progress?
I did, yeah. So when I started tonight, I was at 83% in the book, and I'm at 89% now. So that's I don't know how many pages that is because I'm on my Kindle, but it says I've got 2 hours left in the book. So I can pull that off tonight, I'm pretty sure. So
What are you reading right now, Chaz?
oh, sorry, I'm reading Babylon's Ashes. It's book 6 of The Expanse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I haven't had an Expanse book yet that I haven't liked. So
Well, that's good.
Love that.
yeah, it's really good. So yeah, the writing is just superb. The characters are cool. And yeah, and it kind of feels close to home because it's set about. I mean, it's probably the 22nd century, maybe. So like, Mars has been colonized, and there's people living in the outer asteroid belts and stuff, doing mining and stuff. So you know, humanity's made progress, but it still feels somewhat like our modern day enough that that it's relatable, and it seems really plausible. So um, yeah, it's good.
Well, that's
I
good.
really like this series. So yeah. How'd you come along, Melissa?
I've added about 30 more books into my catalog.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's progress. It's because like I have my spreadsheet which is fully up to date, but I have a backup one on Library Thing,
Mm.
and that's the one that I'm redoing because it was messed up. So I just deleted everything and started over.
Library Thing, huh?
Yeah, it's mainly for cataloging books. I guess you can catalog movies on it too now, but it allows you to catalog all of your books, and it like pulls like whatever information it can find from Amazon and everything.
Oh wow.
It's not the most user-friendly place. There's so much on it, but it's
Yeah.
nice to have like, because like my spreadsheets are on Google, and
Oh,
Google sometimes is like, I'm just gonna delete your stuff, like
right. Yeah, that does
you know.
happen.
Yeah, and like so with having Library Thing, it gives like a second backup somewhere.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then like because like sometimes it's just faster to access that one because like sometimes Google doesn't open up my spreadsheet.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So I was working on the digital books since with what's really cool about it is like they have an app and it has a scanner. So you can scan the barcode on your books and it yanks the information from the barcode.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Doesn't work for special editions. Gotta like
Cool.
manually add those in. But since I was sitting here, I was like, oh, I'll just work on the digital books, and just those ones I gotta like manually type out. But yeah, it's cool.
I just realized I need to watch your monthly update, Chaz, and see what you're reading in March for Mystery March.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I mean, if you want me to spoil it for you, I can, or
Yeah, tell me.
you're asking me to spoil it for you. Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So I am reading. Gosh, what am I reading? So John Minton over at Talking Story, his family wrote a book.
Oh wow.
It's a cosmic horror book, so I'm going to be reading that. It's called Discovery.
Okay.
And then, I should get out my list to make sure I'm saying the right things. But yeah, I do know for sure that's correct. And then I'm reading The Death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware.
Okay.
It's a murder mystery. Mystery of the Blue Train. I'm reading that with Mona Lisa. That's a Poirot novel from Agatha Christie.
Okay.
And I'm reading Cupboards All Bared, which is the second book in the Spokane Clock Tower series by Patricia Meredith. It's a self-published mystery book. I'm doing Mystery March, essentially. And then I'm also going to read Untethered Sky. That was my the prompt from my Stein of Power was to read a novella, so I picked that one.
Is that a mystery too?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a fantasy, but so I'm doing mostly mysteries.
I was gonna say that's a lot of mystery.
Yeah, I love mystery though.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good break from the norm too. Like, reading as much fantasy as I do, and stuff, it's a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year was the first year I did Mystery March, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this again.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what are you? I know you're going to be reading the second Foundry Side book.
Shorefall is happening in
Shorefall.
March, and then I might try to read something for Dowie-thon, which is like the Reading Wales challenge.
Okay.
So you either read like books by a Welsh author, or you read a book set in Wales.
Oh.
Heather at Too Many Heathers, she's kind of like carrying the torch this year because it was something that started out on a blog in like 2018, and the person that was kind of leading the way has decided that it's kind of gotten too big for them, and they don't want to be in charge anymore, I guess. So anyway, Heather was like, no, like we can't let this die. Like we got to keep doing the thing. So I was like, I could at least read one book for it,
Right? Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. How about you, Alyssa? Have you like picked books for the month that you're going to read, or?
I've got the Among Serpents.
Okay.
That's that second book in the one series. Blanking on the name, but I've got that one because I haven't started it yet. And then the Disney book Wings of Starlight.
Oh.
It's related to the Tinkerbell movies, and like I've seen all the Tinkerbell movies, and so it's about two characters that I was like, oh, I want to know their story. And then cool. I actually have a mystery book that's not planned because I didn't know about this mystery thing, but I actually have a mystery book that just became ready for me to pick up at the library called Twilight Falls, and it's I think it's book 4 in the series, and it's a cozy mystery that follows animals. So it's like it's a fox who she's like a little detective, and she goes around and she solves these murder mysteries in their little town.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, because I don't I've only recently started reading mystery, so because other than that, the only other mystery series is like The Hangman's Daughter, which is like a medieval setting.
Oh, I think I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, because I read the first book last year. So, but other than that, the only other mystery series I own is like a fantasy mystery by T.L. Huchu. I think that's how they say their name.
Okay.
Yeah. So mystery is still something that's a bit more newer to me because how you had said, to like not always just read just the fantasy and stuff. Like I've been branching out all over the place.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well,
that's the only thing that's for sure planned. Everything else is just mood read.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like some good books. Well, I am actually getting hungry. It's 8:30 here, so I should probably go and eat something. And so if it's okay with you guys, we'll just close the stream out for tonight.
Yeah, of course.
Um, but I'm really glad you could both pop on. And it's always nice to sprint with more than one person, more than just me, myself, and I, right?
Yeah.
So I'm so glad you guys could come on, and I'll do a more planned one here in the near future, because I was thinking the other day I really do need to start doing more reading sprints on my channel. I think that would help. I know it helps me to read,
Yeah.
and
Oh my
it would
gosh,
help
yeah.
other people to read as well. So if I know I'm going to be captive at my computer doing a stream, it's gonna it's gonna force me to read and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm glad you guys could join me. This
Yeah,
is
thank
this
you
has
for
been great.
having us.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Well, and thank you everyone that watched and joined in the reading sprints on the chat. Oh,
Mona Lisa
hello.
just got here.
Hello, Mona Lisa.
Hi.
Yeah, glad.
Hi and
And
bye.
yeah, hi and bye. Yeah, glad you could tune in.
Oh my gosh, did you hear me say that Uprooted is getting better? I'll send you a Marco Polo. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that I am glad to hear that it's getting better for you at least. But yeah, that's
What it took to
frustrating.
get here, though. What it took to get here.
Oh boy, I bet. Yeah. Well, cool. Well, everybody have a wonderful night. I'm gonna sign off. We're gonna sign off, I should say, and hopefully we'll be doing more reading sprints in the future here on Bookish Chaz. So read more books, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.